that within 24 hours in the UK, the National Security Agency of the United States took over everything that was happening at Bentwaters.
They testified to that.
This is important because it means that within 24 hours, a decision had been made somewhere at some level between the United States and the UK that the United States would take precedent through the National Security Agency.
Okay, stop. We heard that. No, I'm not good. I don't know the scientific part of it. I'm just going to tell you the political and what we do and what things we know about our country and the world and our relationships with various countries of the world. You got to teach us something else. Well, wait, let me just finish my point, because don't give me that testimony we had yesterday. We all heard it, we got notes, and we got to read it and embellish it. I want to move it to the action phase. You came here to ask us to do something, and we got to know how, what, and why. Haven't got there yet, and maybe by Friday or next month, or as we move this over the next couple of years, we'll get closer than you've got in 30 years, and you're to be commended. What you have unveiled is something is there, that we're not alone. I'm still learning. I want to learn more about that, in fact. But as I learn it, the existence as we know it is being jeopardized. It may not exist next week, let alone 30 more years.
I was only going to your point about international versus the United States. It's my impression that the United States, for some reason politically, is carrying the weight of the disclosure. I don't know why, because other countries have bodies, have craft, have photographs, have physical evidence. But the United States, going back to World War II and decisions that were made, for some reason, it is this country that seems to have the pivotal weight in disclosure.
What do you think that is? U.S. is if it's not for real, it's perceived to be the power of the world.
And that's exactly the reason why.
And right. So we sit here in the power of the world,
but it's loss of
power not of this world, or we don't know how it does.
Do you think America wants to lose that power?
Hold it. You can't interrupt a congressperson. I will yield to you in a moment, though. I will, because I just want to. We want to get to what we need to get to, really, and how we get to make it something so that we can all live another 100 years, or thereabouts. So I'm going to yield to you, Mr. Hilton, in just a second, and you too. I don't want to. I'm just getting antsy up here. Today you all took it to, every day it's another level, woo, woo. But I hate how we trivialize this situation.
Exactly.
I hate the men with the horns and all that, and what my colleague read yesterday. That's been since day one. And I'm telling you, what we know, it's so profound.
Yes.
And so big, and so real. When you don't know how to deal with it, you trivialize it. So when people think that we're coming, you all have been commending us, we've all taken a lot of flack and we're proud of it. We're servants of the people. But to come here and then hear this other crap, in my home paper as well, I don't even talk to them. Because you can't say conspiracy if you're a congresswoman, because they really think you're wacko. But there's something out here that's been coordinated from our leadership, not the president person, but the office and our military and our press. That's a national conglomeration that continues. And unless we can somehow step outside of that and build some kind of coalitions and work and pray and build and speak and teach, we're going to lose. And what will the world be? It might be those things they've been drawn for all of my life. I yield to Mr. Hazeltine the rest of my time. Sir.
Thank you. May I make a suggestion? I witnessed on Monday what I thought it was an historic moment at the end when you were concluding. Summing up the first day, where you all said, no, we should have congressional hearings. Now, for a ufologist, that's an amazing thing for you to say, and I appreciate that tremendously. But I think what I need you to do, realistically, as people with over 80 years experience, is to say that to NBC, CNN. So ring up your colleagues at 6 o'clock today and say, I'm calling a press conference collectively where all 6 of you say, we believe in you.
Point. Do you think that the press listen? We talk to the press for 10 minutes, 30 minutes. They take the 10 seconds that they want.
I know.
That's
what
why
we're
it's got to
battling
be a
with.
people-to-people thing. It's not going to be from the press.
I know
it's
that,
not.
but we battle the press, and that is the principal reason why nobody knows this
We're
subject.
in a press club. Have you seen an article in any of this post?
Precisely. But why aren't they here?
They're here. They are.
Can I just add momentarily onto my colleague's thoughts? It's not so much that you're saying something on the record about your reevaluation of this subject based on the knowledge that you're acquiring here and in your readings. It's the cumulative effect of all of you and the people now serving in your positions that will make the change. But it must begin somewhere with people taking a stand like your good selves.
We believe it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to call on Congresswoman Darlene Hooley. Congresswoman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, all of you, for your testimony. It's been terrific.